way to bounce back from being in a rut is to just go do that thing, even if you have to do it in the shittiest way possible. Let's be realistic, bro. We're human. Our flesh constantly craves bad things. We constantly crave McDonald's, laying around, not doing the things we're supposed to be doing. Or at least I'm speaking from my personal case. My flesh definitely always wants me to do not good for me things. You know what I'm saying? So it's only natural that we're constantly gonna fall off, that we're constantly going to have these moments where we wrestle with ourselves, and ultimately our natural instincts win. There are gonna be some battles we lose, sometimes when we actually give in to our natural desires, our natural instincts, and then we do the things that our higher self didn't want us to do, but we did them anyway because they feel good, and our animalistic brain is still like, all right, like I just want to feel good right now. You know what I'm saying? Point being that falling off your routine, losing momentum, having those periods of time where you're just not doing the shit that you're supposed to be doing, where you're not on top of things, is natural and literally happens to every single person on this planet. Even the most disciplined motherfuckers of all time, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, they all have these moments where, yeah, I know that I'm this super athlete at the top of my sport. I still want to have some cookies. I still want to have McDonald's. It's natural for us to fall off and just not be on top of our shit, even if you think of yourself as a very disciplined person. Keep in mind that we are always fallible. We are always capable of making mistakes and fucking up. The important thing is not letting that discourage you and use that as evidence against yourself of why you can't get back to where you were when you do fall off the wagon. We build up such a resistance to doing that thing. Oh man, it's been so long since I've gone to the gym, since I wrote a song, since I wrote a page of my screenplay, since I wrote anything, since I talked to people. Whatever it is where your interests lie, there's such a resistance to getting back into it. And a big part of that is that when we want to bounce back into things, we feel like we have to do it at the absolute height of our powers. We have to go into the gym, do our regular 2-hour session, hit a PR, and then we can be back to our normal selves. The problem is that you're only creating more of a resistance to yourself because you feel like you have to perform at this optimal, perfect level. When if you haven't done something for a few weeks, it's natural that you're going to be a bit rusty and not perform at your best ability. Look at any sports league. You'll have these players who are at the top 1% of players of this sport in the entire world. When they get too much rest, when they get a week off, when they get extended vacations, it can be any sport, basketball, football, American football. When you're doing something very frequently and then you take a bit of a break, there's always this conversation of they have to ramp back up, they have to work the rust off of them. Literally every single sport. And these guys, like I said, they're at the absolute peak, absolute pinnacle of their fields, and yet when they don't do certain things for just a few days, players who get a week off from basketball literally have to work the rust off. They cannot expect to go into the game and immediately drop 30 in the first quarter after 2 weeks off of playing. So don't hold the same expectations for yourself, where since you feel like you haven't done this thing for an extended period of time, that the only way for you to truly be back is for you to immediately go into the deep end, immediately perform at the highest possible level that you have shown that you were capable of. The quickest way to bounce back from a rut is to just go do that thing, even if you have to do it in the shittiest way possible. Even if you have to go into the gym, try lifting your previous weight and being a bit humbled because shit, I can't lift as much anymore. I have to build up my strength back a little bit. This goes with literally anything. Give yourself grace in the knowledge that getting back into this thing I've taken a break from, I have to build myself back up a little bit. But the two key points are, one, this can usually be done extremely quickly. All it takes is one gym session, one recording session, one writing session in order for you to be like, okay, I'm kind of getting back into it. And then maybe the second or third session, you're immediately back where you were before. So you can bounce back quick, just not instantaneously as you may want. And second, that the only way that you're gonna get back to where you were in the first place is if you take that first step, if you engage with it again in the first place. If you spend the rest of your life thinking that I'm gonna go back to the gym on the day when I know that I can have the 100% perfect session, you might be waiting for a really long time, bro. Basically what I'm trying to say is, if you've been in a rut, if you've kind of fallen off the wagon a little bit, you haven't been doing whatever it is that you really wanted to be doing, and you have built up such a resistance to where, oh, I really want to do it, but
it's been so long, and the next time I engage with that thing, I really want it to be perfect.
Drop that expectation. Tell yourself, I'm going to do that thing again. I'm going to get back into it, even if it's shitty. Because one, I know that the only way for me to get back to where I was is to start doing that thing again. And second, it's not going to be instantaneous. It's not going to be as fast as I'd like, but I am going to be able to bounce back to where I was previously quicker than I maybe even possibly could imagine. As soon as you finish watching this video, do that thing. Write that script, record that song, text that person, go to the gym, whatever it is that you've been putting off, do that thing right now. Even if it's shitty, even if it doesn't come off good, just do that thing, because that's the way you get the ball rolling once again. That's it for me today. I love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.